Presence of God, to pray and cry out to God for our city and for everything that's going on around. Today's graduation Sunday. Every graduation Sunday that we have, somebody graduating from the ranch or the home. And I want you guys to hear this testimony if you would. So this is Dustin Barneycastle. He kind of made me feel old when I first saw him. He's one of my students at Tupelo High. And we talked. I actually had him in class and taught him in class. And he's had some struggles. And we're going to be hearing from his testimony to start our service, and then we'll get into our worship time. And it's amazing to watch and see God do great works in individuals' lives that are struggling, going through a difficult time. So let's look at this.
My name is Dustin Barneycastle. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Tupelo, Mississippi. I've grown up here my whole life. I got a lot of friends and a lot of family from around here. Before Christ, I grew up in a good family, a good household, hard-working dad, a mom that stayed at home with me, helped me with my homework and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't long after my 16th birthday, I got into a relationship that was pretty serious, I guess. I ended up having a baby with a girl when I was really young. I was still in high school. The relationship was very premature. It didn't last very long. After I had the baby, it was kind of like a, man, this is real kind of moment. I'm a kid and I got a kid. The responsibility was so much that it kind of overwhelmed me. So I kind of felt like I'm going to lose the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to have fun anymore. Instead of worrying about this kid needs a stable environment. So I moved out of my parents' house after I graduated high school. Moved in with this girl. We got engaged and everything seemed okay. One Christmas, shortly after the baby was born, is his first Christmas. But my dad breaks the news that he'd been diagnosed with lung cancer, and it was stage 4, and it was inoperable because the tumor was right above his heart. They gave him 6 months to live, but he didn't even make it 3 months. He died in our house. He did home hospice. I watched him take his last breath, and it was just like, wow, life's moving way too fast right now. I got a kid, my dad just died. Barely making any money. I got this house I can barely pay the rent on, and it's just, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to support, let alone myself, a family, without my safety net there, without my dad there. So I kind of just broke away from that, kind of went AWOL, started doing a lot heavier drugs. I was introduced to ecstasy and crystal meth and Xanax. And I started partying really hard, staying up days and doing ridiculous things. And it was the point where I didn't recognize myself anymore about my decisions and the things I was hearing about myself, because I didn't really want to remember what I did last night or what I did 2 weeks ago, because I didn't want to remember that I had obligations and responsibilities to deal with. I kept making excuses. So I'm getting in trouble left and right. I can't hold a job. I'm running back and forth between households, and I ended up having a couple more kids. I had a kid with a girl that I ended up getting married to, and we did good for a long time. We stayed together for 10 years. Beautiful little girl. Actually got a beautiful little baby boy now. I started really getting hooked on crystal meth to the point where I didn't even look like myself anymore. I was skinny and just drawn up. I wasn't acting right. I was going to jail like a lot. Sitting in the holding cell at first, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna get past this. This is it. This is the end of the road. I'm about to go to prison. I'm about to lose my family, my little boy. My mom don't talk to me no more. I'm thinking I'm a lost cause, so I get back to the back, and some of y'all might know Miss Freeman at the Lee County Jail. She gave me a Bible one day. So I sit back in my cell one day and I'm reading the Bible, and I stop reading it. I'm almost in tears reading it. So I sat there and prayed. There's going to be a future for you, is what God kept giving me. There's going to be a future for you. You got to relax. You got to sit still. You got to make a commitment. So I'm walking around the pod and I see on the wall the Transformation Ranch, and I've been to the ranch before, but I never completed it. And I was thinking, oh man, I done already burnt that bridge too. So I was reluctant at first, but I wrote Glenn a letter asking if I could come back. That if he give me the chance, I was ready this time. Because the last time I was here, I was faking it. I was doing just what I needed to do to get through the program, and never really working on me, never really getting a relationship with God to the point where I was understanding what he was saying to me and was taking it to heart. And I go to court, and the lady, my probation officer at the time, right when I sat down, she said, Dustin, you're going back to the ranch. You're not getting revoked. You're not going to be going to prison. I'm thinking, oh my God, like, wow, because I was pretty sure I was about to go. I'm starting to feel my faith growing a little bit, I guess you could say. So I get to the ranch, and I make a commitment to really expose myself, to really be real with people, and to not try to please people, and not try to be fake or act like a certain way just to get cool points or brownie points around people, and to just kind of say what needs to be said, what I feel like, and then, you know, sit back and pray and study and read. I feel like that's where God really sat me down this time. Is you don't have to talk all the time. That God knows what's going on. And it's so true about he knows your heart, and he knows what it takes to change you. So being able to sit down in peace and making that commitment, knowing that I don't need to leave here yet because I'm not a father, or I'm not the father I need to be, and just praying every day that God, please, will you just put a spirit of responsibility in me for my family and for my children's future. I've had some really good people here pour into me. My perspective's changed a lot about that, because back before I met Christ and just really made him Lord of my life every day, I always thought that these people were trying to be condescending to me, or trying to talk down on me, or judging me. But there's some people here that really do care about you and want to see you do the best you can do. And I thank God for that.